This is the next day. We came out and we finished putting the silver stuff up, and I guess it's like the episode of Monkey See, Monkey Do. We're really not sure on this fiberglass if this is, what
necessary.
Yeah, necessary. We could have maybe put insulation up. I'm sure there's an expert somewhere out there that could chime in, but it's going to be too late for us because this is the way we're doing it. But you can feel with the sun up there, this is not installation. It's still warm, or getting warm with the top. We just glued this piece of insulation in, and of course I don't feel it yet because we just glued it in, and we got a support there. But we're going to cut some wood strips here to go to these wood strips and to this one to have us a way to fasten our ceiling. So what we're going to do is probably cut the strips up next, so that when we do this, we won't have to do this. We can put them up there, let this maybe hold it up, and we'll be able to put a piece of wood across, screw it in. And you got to remember, if you're screwing anything into your roof, you can't go no thicker than that piece of wood, and you don't want to go much of that. So I'm thinking we got maybe half an inch to 3/4. So we just got to get her in there a little bit, and so we've got a little more progress. But what I was talking about on the water, let's see if we can get you up in there. There's some water running in there. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but we discovered some water. Not sure how it got in here. This is the front over the cab. And of course the back doors we known already. It leaks a little around the bottom. And then we got this thing up here somebody's done been a doctoring on, and so we're not sure if we get a little out of there. And then on the back somebody's done been a playing around up there. So there you go, you can see that. So we got to discover what's going on before we do much more to the floor, across or down, to make sure no water. But we really had a lot of rain, and that's a good thing to know that we do got a little leak, because once we seal it all up and it stays behind it, we won't know we got a little leak. So we're going to take and put the water hose to it, and hopefully it seems like it rains every day really hard and been flooding here in July. Yeah, 2025 seems like everybody's just getting flooded. Our basement got flooded out, but we was very, that's just the basement life, but lucky that, more luckier than a lot of people that got flooded out, because they've lost their house, some of them, a lot of their personal belongings. And but this is how we're at right now, and like I said, it's not an how to do video, it's a how we, it's how we do video, and it's going to work for us. And we're getting more excited as we work our way back. You see my hand? See all the glue? Ain't that fun? You get to gluing this stuff up and breathing that glue. That's not good for you. So
we have fans going now.
Yeah, we do have fans, got all the doors open, but I would recommend, just whatever you're doing, be very, very careful, because you don't, anything you take in your body is bad. So you got to take care of your body. Try what, baby?
Just try to not breathe too much while it's blowing, and then get you some ventilation going. And
yep. And so, but it's fun to do. Like I said, we're enjoying it, and we get along really good. So it's like some people you watch when they're camping, they fight each other the whole time they're setting up, and fight each other when they take down. But at the end of the day, they said it was worth it because they just enjoy camping. So, and but we enjoy it, and we work together, and so we're just building it, and we're going to be able to use it. And we're not at the point yet where we are. This is July 2025, and we're just dreaming, because we like to dream, and because we're two lucky people
it a second chance.
Yeah, living our dreams. So we are dreaming about next year around this time. We'll be hoping we've got the trailer behind this thing and maybe the motorcycles in it and headed out to the Sturgis Bike Rally.
Yeah.
Neither one of us has never been, so we think that would be a start to getting us out west, and we want to travel a little bit and go see. So we're hoping this thing's going to be tested and tried and true, and we can be ready to roll with it. And hope y'all, Ewans out there, will be ready to go with us next year.
I was just going to say, so far what we've done today went really fast. This front part here was the most tedious and took the longest, but you did a really good job on that because that was hard to get to.
Yeah, you should talk about up over the cab because it's raised up in the middle.
And
If you can see it
it's
bowed.
concave and it's like a wave up there.
And it didn't want to stick, and I had to lay the glue and had to support it, and I pinched it too tight on a couple of them, so it kind of got this little deal here. But I want to come back with one more layer over here to cover that up. There'd be 2 layers there. There'll be 2 layers here, and I'm thinking I'm going to come down 1 under this bar. I'm not going to be able to stand up in here anyway, so I'm just, the heat rolls in from the top when the sun's baking this thing all day long.
Yeah.
So still got to paint it white, and then we're going to put the rack. We got to build a rack because this thing is high top, and but we bought one. I'm hoping I can modify it and put the solar panels on it, put the air conditioning in, and figure out if we can get the water to stop leaking.
Yeah.
And then we got to still get these big old things here out of the floor. And that'll be next. Uh-oh, what'd you discover there?
I don't know. This has got a little water leakage, son. Maybe
Uh-oh.
I don't think that had anything to do with where we're leaking.
With the water we found. So that's a little bit more. This is making a little progress. So
Yeah.
we're going to keep it moving on. Next thing we're going to do is cut these pieces of wood here to go across the roof. And that's what I was talking about earlier. You can see the water. We got to figure out how that's getting in here before we get much more installation done. Well, we sprayed the van with water, and if you can see, it's some
Daylight.
light back in there.
Whole bunch of daylight.
And there is a piece. If you can see there, it's cracked. Old stuff that they used, not even making contact anymore. And somebody has stuffed some of that gray foam, little foam in there, it looks like, and white stuff, tried to daub it up a little bit, but they didn't use the right stuff.
And they didn't quite daub it enough.
That's where the water, and it ran down through here, drops off of this thing, goes over here in that channel, and the van is leaning to the passenger side.
And down in the front.
Yeah, and then the front end, so it traveled down, and then it got down here to where you had seen earlier there was some water. We vacuumed some of it out, but it's a little bit more in there now because it's trickling, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's where our water is coming from now, so hopefully we'll get that part taken care of. And then we got this door here. It's got a little, not enough,
Got a little play in
yeah,
it.
got a little play in it, so we got water dripping here. So we'll have to address that. And I know I showed it the other day, but since we're working on it now and you just seen the little holes are like, oh, I can't see if you can see my finger there. There's a hole right there, and there. That's where the light's coming in at. All the way down and around this side. We're going to rip all that off and redo it. You can still see the the light there. So we gotta let it dry off since we soaked it with water, and once it's dry, we're gonna rip that off, clean it up a little bit, wipe it down
use
with
the
some,
right stuff.
yeah, well, we hope. Yeah.
Correct stuff.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll fix the leak.
Yep.
Been working on trying to get that cleaned up because that's where the water's coming from. You can see the light through there. So we're hoping we can get it done before it rains. I hope it don't rain tonight. Tomorrow's really supposed to be pretty. But that's what it looks like out here. I gotta take and wipe it down with some. I can get you back a little bit there and up. Like that.
You gotta check the things like that.
So yep, before you get your build going too far, once you get it tore down to the bare bones so that you can check, you need to check all your doors. This one, old green over there, see it's still factory doors, and they come up and then they come across. This one they added from here up because they had a wheelchair left. So this fiberglass part here fits to a metal piece here that they kind of boxed out there. So that's our leaking problem. Everywhere else around the top it seems to be good. And Tony's been hard working over here stuffing and putting some reflectants, and so we're still making it happen there, but we're getting ready to try to seal this up here, and hopefully she'll get tacked up or dried in case it comes a shower. And then I'm going to come inside and clean it up on this side and put a little in there too. Moving right along. And just a quick look at the caulking around it. It's not professional done because I'm not a professional, and we're doing it as a hobbyist, and we're just having fun. But you can still see through the silicone. It's white, but it's all sealed up out there. But as soon as that tacks up, in case it rains this evening, tomorrow we're going to be good. I think tomorrow and the next day is going to be dry. But they still call for a chance of shower, so I wanted to hurry up and kind of get that patch because that was a big opening there when I got her cleaned out. But we're going to come in here on the inside and we'll fill that up. And I believe that's going to take care of our leak. We ain't celebrating yet because we're going to have to wait to see.
That's right.
But we're hoping.